All right. Try this one. Try this one. Try this one. Try. Now, is that working? Now, can you hear me? Let's give that a shot. Good morning. Should we start all over? Let's hit the snappy new music here. Let me know if you hear drums playing right now. Is that what you're hearing? Is that what you're checking out? Eventually we'll get it going. Hi, Gordy, says Aaron. Okay, let me check something else here. Okay, all right. Sounds like the audio is working now. So start from the top. These things are very tricky. You know, you click one wrong button and everything goes down, you know? Turn that down a little bit. Okay. Where was I? It's Saturday, October 24th. I'm just starting from the top here, 5 minutes into the show. Why not? Why not? I'm Gordy Young. This is the Saturday Morning Coffee Shindig. It's Saturday, October 24th, 2020, the year that just won't end. Let's check the weather this morning, where I am here in the beautiful bluffs of Baraboo, Wisconsin, overlooking the greatest place on earth. And let's find out. What's the temperature in Baraboo, Wisconsin?
It's 35 degrees in Baraboo right now.
35 degrees. Wow. And it feels like 31. 31 degrees this morning. Whoops. Hang on a second. There we go. I don't want to get even more feedback here. Okay. So how's the world going where you're watching from this morning? Now, Aaron says we can hear you. Aaron, where are you watching from this morning, if I can ask? And I just did. Hang on a second. I am going to try to mute this other thing that I've got going over here. Where is everybody watching from this morning on this fine day where it's 35 degrees here, 31 is the wind chill? Man, it just feels bitterly cold out there this morning. 1 week till Halloween. Yes, 1 week till Halloween. So what's our, excuse me. Let's see if the coffee helps my throat this morning. Okay. Apparently not. Okay. Where was I? 1 week till Halloween. Joe Sawaska. Hey, Joe. How you doing, man? Are you in Florida? Is that where you're watching from this morning? Are you traveling all over the world? I can't keep track. I see the pictures of your son, and he's growing fast. Good to have you check in, Joe. Let me know where you're watching. I think you're in Florida, but I'm not sure where in Florida you're watching. It's been a couple of years since we've seen each other. Joe was one of the Tommy Bartlett skiers for many years, and then he moved to Florida more than a year ago, probably 2 years ago, maybe. But as we all know, here in the Midwest anyway, and around Wisconsin Dells area, the Tommy Bartlett show closed Did not open for this season and then closed permanently. And haven't heard much about anything else about the Bartlett Show since then, about the property or what's going to happen there, where the show site is. Joe is watching from Winter Haven this morning. Let me, can I put that up? Hey, Winter Haven, miss you, buddy. Yeah, there's a picture of the Tommy Bartlett Show sign. I think Joe's up on top of that sign this morning. Who else is watching? Well, Tim Richardson checking in from Edwardsburg, Michigan. Good morning, Tim. What movies are you working on right now? Tim, as long as I've known him, and it's been a couple of decades, I think, more or less. I'm sure we met sometime back in the 90s or early 2000s. Tim is always working on a movie. And I'd love to know what you're up to, Tim. Thanks for checking in. Who else is on the chat line this morning? Aaron Miller says, hi, Gordy. Where are you watching from, Aaron? And Hans Dreyer is also on the line. Okay. Let's see. I mentioned to, let's see. It's 1 week till Halloween. Do you have your Halloween costume up and going? Do you know what you're going to do for Halloween? Can you go out where you are and do trick-or-treating? And let's see. Do we have a question of the day? Do we have it? Yes, we do. Just in time for Halloween. Here's our question of the day. Do you have any superstitions? Are you really superstitious about anything? I have one, but I'll share it here in just a little while. But it's really more common sense than superstition. So if you have any superstitions, jump on the chat line here and let me know what you're superstitious about as Halloween is approaching. Dodgers lead the World Series 2-1. They beat Tampa Bay last night. Let's see, what else is going on? It's National Bologna Day here on October 24th. So have a nice, bologna sandwich, or maybe, does anybody ever fry bologna anymore in a frying pan? And let's see, that's today, National Bologna Day. Bologna. And it's also, tomorrow is National Mother-in-Law's Day. So take your mother-in-law out for a bologna sandwich somewhere near you. It's also, tomorrow is National Greasy Food Day. And did you hear the news from overnight in the music world? Music fans, Jerry Jeff Walker died, 78 years old, probably best known for the song Mr. Bojangles. He wrote that song, and Nitty Gritty Dirt Band had a huge hit with it. They had the big hit with it, but Jerry Jeff Walker, he really put Austin, Texas on the map back in the early days here. Let's see. Checking some other messages here. Okay, let's see who else is on the line here. Hey, Tim Richardson's going to promote his movie here for us. Let's see what this is. Hey, Gordy, thanks. Our current film is in post-production. Spiderwhack, Dr. Spiderwhack's mind-boggling compendium of fantastic urban beasts. Wow, that's going to be a little tough to get on the marquee. You can check it out at facebook.com/spiderwhack. It sounds good. I'm just saying. Okay, do you have any superstitions? That's the question on the table this morning. Okay, let me just hide that for the moment. Okay, we mentioned today's National Bologna Day. These are the headlines that I found this morning. And tomorrow's National Mother-in-Law Day and National Greasy Food Day. What else is happening? Hey, I wanted to actually show you, because I don't think I've done this yet, but a while back when I first started doing the podcast back in early July, I connected with an old friend, Dixie. And Dixie has a charitable organization. She's part of a charitable organization that makes these COVID-19 victim honor pins. See those? She designed that pin, and you can find out more about that at honorcovid19victims.com. Dixie lost her brother to COVID back in April, I believe. And the proceeds from the sale of these pins goes to Voices for Seniors, which is an organization that helps out. Well, they do a lot of good things. They do a lot of good work, but one of the things that they're working on is making seniors that are stuck in nursing homes, basically during COVID, they're trying to open up the doors and make it easier for people in their families to come visit them in nursing homes and to figure out a way to do that during COVID. And you can go to honorcovid19victims.com for more information. honorcovid19victims.com. All right. Let's get back on the chat line here, see if anybody else is piping in. Let me know where you're watching from and what you're up to today. And if you have any superstitions. Mine is walking under ladders. I just think that's good common sense. Don't walk under a ladder, right? Something could fall on top of you and you could be hurt tragically. So don't do that. But that seems like common sense more than anything else. People have these wacky superstitions about breaking mirrors and, I don't know what else. If you spill salt, you're supposed to throw it over your shoulder for good luck, I guess. All right. Some old news here, but I was making a list of favorite Halloween movies. We've got a week till Halloween. For the kids, here's some Halloween suggestions. Beetlejuice. Kids love that movie. Ghostbusters, of course. Ghostbusters 1, Ghostbusters 2, Ghostbusters 3. Take your pick. But the original is really the best. And it's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I heard that was not going to be airing on free TV this year, or anywhere else, for that matter. So you might have to dig out an old DVD of that. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. If you want to go back in time and have some good belly laughs, Abbott and Costello meets Frankenstein. There's a classic. Also, Abbott and Costello, I think they did one with the Invisible Man and with the Mummy. I think there's 2 or 3 Abbott and Costello movies. And if your kids have never seen Abbott and Costello, it's from another era, of course, and another time zone, and it's crazy. But also, the original Invisible Man's a pretty good movie that kind of stands up, too. The TV show Dark Shadows. Of course, you can find those somewhere online, I'm sure. The original Halloween, Jamie Lee Curtis. These are just regular Halloween movie suggestions. Okay. I think somebody's jumping in on the chat line here. No, not yet. Okay. Can't post comments. All right. Maybe I haven't scrolled up enough. You got to keep scrolling. That's my advice for you this morning. Let's take another live look outside, see if any the weather conditions have changed here. Some more Halloween movies. No, it's still cloudy and dreary. At least it's not windy. We still have some beautiful leaves on the trees, changing colors. Here's some other great Halloween suggestions. The original Psycho. Oh, boy. With Janet Leigh. Wow. I watched that the other night. Still scary, still haunting. The Cabin in the Woods. That one's kind of funny, actually. Funny and weird and then scary, all rolled into one. The Omen, that's a good one. Poltergeist, any of the paranormal activities movies, especially the first 2 or 3. If you've never watched those, it's kind of like the Blair Witch Project, which is another good one. But boy, late at night, turn off all the lights and just put on paranormal activities and be prepared to be really scared. Let's see what else. Those are the big ones. Oh, The Shining, The Exorcist, Scream, It. Those are my Halloween suggestions for movies this morning. Okay. All right. Let's see. Anything else on the big list here that I haven't mentioned? I guess that's about it. Anybody else? How's the coffee where you are this morning? I make some of the worst coffee there ever is, but today, not bad at all. It's only moderately terrible. Okay. No, nobody else on the chat line. All right. Well, it's a busy morning. You're probably running around, getting ready for, maybe a Halloween get together, a socially distant. Everybody's got masks, and then Halloween masks, and then masks on top of the masks. It's going to be a different kind of Halloween and different kind of holiday season. Holiday season kind of opens the door to all the holidays, right? Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever, New Year's Eve. But it's all going to be different this time around, right? The coronavirus cases are rising in at least 32 states. I think I heard another report this morning, 39 states, perhaps. Here in Wisconsin, sad to report, 5 deadliest days, the last 5 days. Yeah, it's awful. It's awful, and it seems like things are spiking and going up. And I heard yesterday it was the worst day ever as far as discovering new coronavirus cases in the U.S. So keep that mask handy and use it when you go out. That's the best advice. Wash your hands, keep socially distanced. I'm surprised nobody's piping in this morning on the question of the day. Do you have any superstitions? Do you have any superstitions at all? I mentioned before, I don't walk under ladders, but I just think that's good common sense. Breaking a mirror, 7 years of bad luck. What are some of your superstitions, or are you superstitious? That's the Stevie Wonder question, right? Superstition ain't the way. Let's see. Let's go back to the chats here. I think we've got a couple of more. Good morning to Marilyn Lamanaco. Lamanaco? Is that it? Marilyn, where are you watching from this morning? Are you living back in South Bend? No, Marilyn, I live in Baraboo, Wisconsin, which is north of Madison, Wisconsin, about 45 minutes in the Wisconsin Dells area. And I've been up here for 5 years. I do get back to South Bend, but I haven't been back in about 1.5 years. Let's see, who else is on here? St. Joe, Michigan. Maryland, beautiful St. Joseph, Michigan. I used to spend plenty of time up there at Silver Beach, and I love St. Joe, Michigan. That's just a gorgeous place right on Lake Michigan. Thanks for watching this morning, Maryland. Let's see. Nobody cares to share what their superstitions are this morning, so we'll get rid of that. Let's jump back in here and scroll up. Okay, I guess that's it on the chat line this morning. By the way, if you would like to check out what I've been up to on the podcasts and all of that, podcasts and Facebook Lives and anything that I've been up to lately, you can go to my website right there, GordyYoung.com. Check out the podcasts. I've got about 28 of them on there now, and you might find something of interest there. And one more time, I'm going to give a shout out to Dixie this morning, who created the, if you've watched any of these Facebooks or listened to any of the podcasts, you've heard me talking about the COVID-19 victim honor pins. And these are, if somebody close to you has had COVID, or has maybe somebody close to you has, passed away because of COVID-19, you can honor those victims of COVID-19 by going to their website, which is Honor COVID-19 Victims. That's honorcovid19victims.com. You can purchase for a small donation these COVID-19 victim honor pins. Are beautiful pins to honor those close to you that have been victims of COVID-19. And they in turn take that money and donate it to voicesforseniors.com, which is another great organization. All right. That's going to wrap it up, I think, for this Saturday morning coffee shindig. Let me just check in the chat. I don't want to leave anybody out if anybody else jumped in. Okay, I think that's about it for this morning. a small but mighty crew this morning on the Saturday Morning Coffee Shindig. I do this every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. So grab a cup of coffee and come back and join us again sometime, right? Why not? And don't forget, I have podcasts every Tuesday and Friday at GordyYoung.com, right? That's where you can go, GordyYoung.com. Check them out and send me an email. Send me a message. You can do that at the email address is Gordy@GordyYoung.com. That's right. Easy peasy. Love to hear from you. And I'll be back again next Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Time. That's 10 a.m. if you're watching from the Eastern Time Zone. And let's see. Anything else? Oh, you can go to my Patreon page if you'd like to make any kind of donation. Keep the thing going. Just go to patreon.com/GordyYoung. Okay? Enough of the promos. Enjoy your coffee. Enjoy the weekend. And stay safe out there. Hope you have a happy Halloween. That'll be next Saturday. Will be our Halloween edition of the Saturday Morning Coffee Shindig. So I'm not going to dress up in any kind of wacky costume. At least I don't think so. I could change my mind, though. We'll see. I'm not sure how long this music goes, but I like it. So let's just listen to that. All right. Have a great weekend. And we'll talk to you again soon. Kind of zoned out there for a second, didn't I? All right. Thanks for watching. So long.